Hey friends, welcome back to another exciting sew along. This time we are going to be sewing up the Geek Chic Cut and Sew gift card holders, and I am super excited about this because I have seen these cut and sew panels for a long time and I've been dying to try them, and I said, you know what, let's just do it. What's easier than a gift card holder, right? This is awesome because it comes with 6 different gift card holders and they are just so easy and cute and just perfect for the holidays. So let's get prepared to sew these. You are going to want some Velcro or some cam snaps, depending on how you want to finish your gift card holders. You're going to need a ruler, of course, and I like to use a rotary cutter just so that I can get those nice clean lines, but you can always use just regular sewing scissors if you'd rather, or fabric scissors if you'd rather. Okay, so cutting these is super easy. All we're going to do is we are going to line up our acrylic ruler, our quilting ruler, right along the edge of our gift card holder, just so that we get this nice, clean, crisp line. And we're just going to cut right along, follow our ruler and just cut right along. It helps if you have a fresh rotary blade, or at least one that's not quite as worn as mine. Usually they cut like butter, and then again, you're just going to do that with all the sides of your piece. So you're just going to line up the ruler along the edge and then use your rotary cutter put the blade right against the ruler and just cut right along to get that nice straight edge. It's super great and super easy too. I actually loved how quick this went. You know, there's no measuring, there's no guesswork. It's just zip, 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 and it is done. And just like that, one more side to cut and our gift card holder is all cut out. I am really loving these cut and sews because it takes all the guesswork out of cutting your pieces out, and I'm just so excited to get this sewn up. So when sewing your gift card holders up, there's a couple of different ways that you can finish them. You can finish them with snaps like this one, or you can finish them with Velcro like this one. Both ways are super easy, and I didn't really find that I preferred one over the other. I kind of like them both. So depending on what you have on hand or the look you're going for, it really doesn't matter if you use snaps or Velcro. Another way you can do it is just kind of tuck that flap in if you like. That's how I usually do like my greeting cards and stuff, because I don't want to lick them. So a couple different ways that you can finish these off here, and I am going to show you both of them. So the green one, we're going to be doing snaps, so we're going to set that aside for now because we are going to be prepping this blue one for our Velcro. So this one, you can't really see it because my lighting's kind of off, but on this one, you can see the stitching on the front, and I didn't really love that, so I decided to play around with it to find a way to make it so that stitching would be, you wouldn't see it when the stitching for attaching the Velcro. So what I figured out was attaching the Velcro before you start to sew it up. So what we need to do is we need to find the center point of the top, one of the points, pointed parts of our gift card holder here. So I'm just going to make a mark right in the center, and that's going to help me center my Velcro when I go to add it on. So just find that center point, and then you're going to measure in 1/4 inch from each of the sides here. And that's going to help you just make sure your Velcro isn't in your seam allowance. So just mark the center point and then 1/4 inch on both sides. And then what we're going to do is we are going to now take our Velcro and we are going to place it so that it's on that center line, and the corners, you can either put the corners right up to the 1/4 inch line. I kind of put mine down a little just so that I had a little wiggle room when I did my stitching. But once you have your placement right, what we're going to do is we are going to stitch this on. So we're going to stitch all the way around in a square, and then we are going to go through and we're going to stitch an X on it just to give it a little bit of extra reinforcement. You totally don't have to do that if you don't want to, because it's not going to have that much wear and tear, but I did just for fun. So go ahead and secure your Velcro where you want it. I'm just using clips. You could easily use some double-sided tape or glue even if you wanted, or pins. And then we're just, like I said before, going to sew in the square and then sew an X on it. Okay, so now that we've got our Velcro attached, what's going to happen is when we sew our gift card holder closed, that stitching on the back will be hidden, so you won't see it when you fold the flap down, which I really kind of liked. It kind of gave it more of a cleaner look. So this next part you're going to do, whether you're doing Velcro or snaps, we are going to fold our gift card holder in half, right sides together, lining up our points, the top point and then the two side points too. You just want to make sure all those raw edges are really nice and right up next to each other. Other words, sewing, because it's a 1/4 inch seam allowance, the sewing, even if it's just slightly off, is going to be wonky. So make sure your raw edges are all lined up, pin or clip all the way around. And then what you're going to do is when you get to one of the sides, we're going to measure about a 2-inch gap. We're going to leave a 2-inch gap for turning. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on one side. We're going to sew down the side, over to the tip, back down, and then we're going to go to our first clip here. We're going to back stitch and then hop over to our other clip and back stitch and sew the rest of that so that we leave that 2-inch gap open. All right, now that it's all sewn up with that 2-inch gap there, all we are going to do for this next step is we are going to clip our corners. So when you are clipping your corners, make sure you're very careful about not clipping into your stitching. It'll be a huge nightmare if you do. So just go through and clip those corners so that when we turn our gift card holder out, we get nice crisp corners. Right, now that our corners are clipped, all that's left to do is flip our bag right sides out. So we are just going to do that through that 2-inch gap that we have. We're just going to turn it out, making sure we get really into those corners to get them nice and crisp. I'm going to use my handy dandy purple thing. I use it in almost every single video. It's the best tool I have. That's just going to help me push those out and get nice crisp corners. Okay, so now that our corners are all pushed out, you can see that the stitching for our Velcro is hidden. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the raw edges from our opening and we are going to fold them towards the inside a 1/4 inch and press that. Alright, everything's pressed, and as you can see, both of these versions are the same. The only thing that's different is this one has Velcro and the green one has nothing on it. But just like the other steps, this is the same no matter what version you're doing. We're just going to top stitch along the bottom part of our gift card holder here. Now that that's top stitched, you can see we still have our 2-inch opening here, which is exactly what we want. So this part is going to be different than the snap one. We are going to put that aside and finish up our Velcro. We need to find the next placing for our hook and loop tape. To do that, we need to make sure we have the inside of our gift card holder laying up. So you'll know it's the inside because you'll see this Velcro tab that we already put on up. So we're going to fold the insides together so that now you've got the outside of your gift card holder on top. This is what we're going to do is we're going to take that flap and fold it over, and this will show us where to put this other part of our hook and loop tape. I just folded it over and put a little X where it needed to be. It's not exactly mathematic. I just kind of winged this part, but it worked. So what we're going to do is just put our hook and loop tape the other side there, and just like the inside, we're going to sew around and then an X. All right, so it doesn't matter what version you're doing now, this next part is the same, whether it's Velcro or snaps. What we're going to do is make sure, if you did the Velcro, that your hook and loop tape for the point is up, and we are going to fold. So again, fold it so that the insides are together, so the inside of our gift card holders are together, and we're just going to press these so that they are nice and crisp and flat. Okay, now that they're pressed, what we're going to do is we are going to sew along the outside of our gift card holders. What this is going to do is this is going to close it up, and then it's also going to close that gap up that we left open, that opening. So we're just going to sew along the sides and up to the tip and back down. Okay, now that we've sewn our gift card holder shut, if you did the Velcro version, you can see the stitches for our Velcro do not show on the outside, which I love, and you are finished. If you did the snap version, however, we do need to add our snaps now. This is super easy, super quick, so no big deal. Grab your snaps and any hardware you have for attaching your snaps. I did not get super picky or particular about this. I just found a place that I liked on my flap and added my male version of my snap there. Now that we've got the male part of our snap attached, we're just going to fold that flap over and make a little mark where it meets the gift card body, and that's just going to tell us where to add the female receptor of our snap. When you add this part, you want to make sure that you're not going all the way through to the other side. You just want to go through the insert part, I guess, of your gift card holder. I'm not sure what to call that section of it. Anyways, you don't want to go all the way through to the front. So make sure you kind of leave a space there, leave a gap for, so you don't accidentally poke it all the way through. And we are just going to attach our female version of our snap right here. And then we're all done with our snap portion of this gift card holder. Just like that, our gift card holders are done. They are so cute, and how perfect are they for these cards? I didn't have any gift cards, so I had to improvise, but they totally work, and I love them. You could easily add a tag or embroider them. So easy, so perfect, so customizable. And just so cute. I can't wait to give them as gifts this year. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye.